Dunamiffin and Sabre.
Sabre.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
High above the city, they shine in my spotlight. Commissioner on the rooftop, double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks we fight, for the right crosses we go. For the ninjas we injure, revenge on our foes. From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects are infinite, Ursa in crisis. Our wars are civil but secret. Here come
The Mad King.
Daniel Scalardo.
And cheese.
blaring through your speakers. Yeah, Hardly Heroes.
I don't think he was
Clobbering
prepared.
time.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek related. I'm your host, Buddy.
Daniel Scalardo.
And I'm Schmeezy. Time, tater tot, and cheese whiz.
TB's.
T. Bizzle.
TB.
Welcome to episode 182. It is actually October 31st, 2019.
Why do you what's the word?
He got it right, though.
I know, but why do you have to say 19?
I've been trying to do it different each
Do you think,
week,
like-
but you guys
oh.
haven't noticed.
Do you think back in 1938 they're like, this is 1938?
Ching-nong.
I doubt it.
Boom candy. The Jack Hawk 9000.
So if you-
Available at Walmart.
Maypax.
The official Tampax of NASCAR.
If you're a new listener,
Go to hardlyheroes.com and you can find our bios. You can find out about all the people we talk about, all our funny little sayings, and all of Chee's stupid nicknames that she tries to pass on.
that you can find there, and they're not stupid, and they've been sanctioned onto me.
No, nobody has sanctioned nothing to you. That is a non-sanction.
How many AKAs do you have up on the website?
Well, not enough. One of them is not tater tot. Like that's
Oh, it's actually not tater tot.
No
Yeah.
TT.
it's it's like NTT.
Not TB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is TB.
Oh, it's definitely
It's
TB.
TB.
Well, TB for sure, but I'm not tater tot. That's one of my nicknames. But if
No.
you shorten not tater tot to just tater tot, then there you go.
What about just not?
that nickname has been given to me.
Not?
Not.
Oh God.
So I feel like for every one that she creates for herself, we should just put not in front of it and put it on the website.
Exactly.
Grand idea.
Very grand.
But I did get a new nickname last week. The right way.
You did.
What was it?
Martin Score Cheesy.
Which is real nice.
You know what? Actually, let's
Marty
shorten that.
Scorcheesy.
Let's shorten that to just Marty. I want to just be called Marty.
See, this is where you
Or
screw
what
up.
about?
I like that.
Or can we
Marty's
shorten
good.
it to Goose and you just call me Goose?
Goose. Like
Yeah.
from Top Gun?
Yeah. Can we do that too?
I'm actually okay with
I don't
Goose
know.
as long as it's not.
Really?
But
Give
that's
it-
another one
Give
that
it
she
to
just
me.
made
No,
up.
give it to me.
Oh,
give
yeah,
it to me.
that's
give
true.
it to me.
Nah,
See?
you're out.
How about not Goose?
Okay,
It's
fine.
not Goose.
Let's shorten not Goose to Goose.
What about
Goose cheese.
juice?
Why juice?
I don't know.
How about geese?
Because I'm drinking
Geese?
juice.
I like geese.
Geese. It's like cheese and
Let's just call
Goose.
her bird, like a bird. Like, you been watching Always Sunny?
no.
What? You never watched
I kind
that
of
show?
fell off. I mean, I've seen a lot of the seasons, but
Ugh.
haven't seen many of the recent ones.
Dude, the newest one was hilarious.
I can't. There's a couple or shows that I'm not really allowed to watch anymore.
Why? Because you get all cray?
Yeah, because I like to watch them when I go to sleep at night, and they're so damn funny that it keeps my wife up. Like, she can't go to sleep. So it's
Why? Because she's
it's
laughing?
Always Sunny, yeah. And well, it's like the way that they talk, like when what's his name in Sunny?
Dennis?
No, the other one.
A Mac? Fat
Not
Mac? Oh, Charlie?
Yeah, when Charlie starts,
Oh, totally.
it wakes her up,
I
and gets her
couldn't-
fired up,
yeah.
and also Workaholics. Like that's another
Oh,
one
yeah.
that keeps us up.
That's
So.
one of my favorite when they're camping out in the office. One of the early
Yeah,
seasons
right.
is like,
And those people come in and they're like
what
doing
did
the
it
IT
say?
stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, Catherine Zeta-Jones
Oh, you're right.
dips beneath the lasers.
Oh, yeah.
She couldn't catch me. Or Sean Connery.
Speedboat. That's
This
my
movie with
that's my
Catherine
Sean Connery.
Zeta-Jones.
my Sean Connery
Good
impression.
speed, Godspeed.
Speedboat.
Speed.
There can
Speedboat.
only be one.
So you guys, so
This is
last
a-
episode we talked about Star Wars.
Yes, the new trailer.
Star Wars trailer. We talked about our Hardly Heroes fan experience that we're putting on
Big
December
news.
19th. That you can buy tickets now.
Right, meow.
Um,
For $30
right, meow.
just for the movie and the little goodies we have
The
planned.
gift bag, and then $50 gets you a ticket, goodie bag, and a
And a
special
mashup.
edition T-shirt,
Special edition.
which will literally only be available for this movie event.
Yeah, and once it is gone,
It is gone.
Super exclusive.
And the thing is, too, is if you guys want your shirt for the event, I think if you order it now, we
Pre-order,
could
yes.
we could probably get it to you then.
You got to hurry it up.
So what else
So,
did we talk about
Slide
last
into
week?
them DMs.
Let's see. There's we talked about the new way to rock a fanny pack, right?
Right.
Yeah, you got to
Which-
rock it over the boulder
over the
shoulder
shoulder.
holder.
Hey.
No, around the waist. That's
No.
old school. We
No.
don't do that anymore.
No, def not.
That's
We
most
don't do
def.
that.
And we did have a very special, very beautiful guest on our After Dark show.
We
Yeah.
did.
For you people that have not signed up on After Dark, I'm going to give you a little tease of why you're missing out. And that is because the one and only Mammy showed up on After Dark.
And what's the funniest is that she basically can't listen to the first 40 minutes of it because it has too many cuss words.
It's real graphic.
But I think she's going to fast forward so she can hear her part where she does sing a song,
Not one, but
two songs.
An impromptu Halloween song.
Yeah, she just made
off
up
the cusp.
Just made it all off on the spot.
No, the best one, and you people are only, if you go to After Dark, are ever going to be able to hear this. She did a Hardly Heroes themed hymnal.
Oh, that's right. That's the one she made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, she picked from the prize bin, and of course,
Yeah.
she took it's like kind of a stuffed animal or something.
Yeah, it's like this green worm
Yeah,
thingamajig.
she really. And I was like, "Oh, you could give that to your dog, Callie," and she's like, "No, I want it."
Yeah.
That's
Good old
hers.
mammies.
So anyway,
That was a lot
that's
of
what
fun.
we did last week. And so also, you guys, this episode is a little weird and special because we're recording it on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Because Halloween is on Thursday, and Buddy and I will be in Maui for
Maui Ween.
Maui Ween. So we're recording this on Sunday. We're not dropping it until Wednesday.
I thought Thursday.
No, I think I'm going to do Wednesday evening
Oh.
because it's Halloween. So I wanted people to
You
have
want
it.
to be there. And, yeah. good
Halloween
call.
morning.
Weird.
Good
And
calls.
also, our news correspondent is
Correspondent?
on assignment on location, so he's not going to be with us today.
Correspondent.
Our correspondent,
Right.
but he'll be back with his regular news segment next. Our next episode, basically.
Yeah, because pretty much this was. We wanted to make sure we gave you guys an episode, but it's going to be a little unorthodox.
Right. So we've basically done 3 episodes in the last 3 days, right? Because
Yeah.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, or in the last 4 days.
Yep.
So we're not that we're running out of things to talk about or anything, but
Nay.
so this is going to be a special Halloween episode. We're just going to talk just about
We're just
Halloween.
going to cover Halloween.
We're just going to talk about whatever we want. We've got some sidekick mail write-ins.
Mayo?
We're going to talk about just some of our favorite Halloween traditions, costumes. If the Dilly has any,
I have a
Poopy
fun
pants
little
stories?
story. If
Oh,
we
you
could
have
talk
them?
about it. Just happened today, actually.
wow.
So, for you people that know, I'm going to be the UPS ace.
HDS, sir. I got a package, people.
Thank you. So, knowing me, I procrastinated.
That's true.
Waited until the last
We're
minute.
literally
Yeah.
leaving at 7 a.m. tomorrow. We have to be at the airport at 5:30, probably.
Yeah.
You guys are still out
And-
trying to round up.
Buddy's still trying to find the shirt.
Tie up loose
and
ends.
another thing to know about the shirt is once he finds it, I then have to sew a patch onto it.
Oh, man.
So he should have gotten to me 2 weeks ago. But
You might be sewing on the plane.
I know, right? I don't think they'll let me on with a needle.
The needle.
Do you think I could
probably smuggle it
stab
in.
someone with a
Yeah.
needle?
She like shoves it into her shoe sole, you know what I mean? And then just
Right.
pulls it out.
That's a good idea. And then people see me, they're like, what is she doing? And then I just
Terrorist.
start sewing.
Yeah. HDS, sir. So me and Kapila, Shmee, Cheese Whiz, the smelliest person alive, we went to the Goodwill this morning and we're rummaging through. And guess what I found?
What?
A
Oh, I already know.
blazer,
Oh yes.
a nice black blazer, and on the inside, it's all yellow with a Batman symbol in it.
Oh,
It was
schnapples.
just screaming out for cheese.
Yeah, it fit Cheese.
You guys, you don't know. It fit me like a glove.
It's really business casual too.
It's super business guy. And you know what's funny is, because I'm a hairstylist, so I dress pretty like not super casual, but kind of funky. It's not very businessy.
No.
So we just wear a lot of like trendy, fashionable stuff. But every once
Like
in a while,
ugly cute.
yeah, kind of ugly, cute, but
Eclectic, maybe.
super eclectic. But every once in a while, I'll wear a blazer, and I'm not kidding you. Every single time I wear a blazer, I get a comment from someone like, "Oh my god, you look like a business lady." You know what I'm saying? Because none of us like dress like that. So this is going to be a super cute thing to wear to work. And what's going to be so awesome is it's got Batman on the inside.
And what does the buttons say?
The ButtMens.
The
Buttman?
Buttmans?
The Buttmens.
Is that going to be the name of the show? The
Buttman.
Buttmans?
The ButtMens say, "Hero within." The hero within.
So how are you gonna be able to show what's inside? How are you gonna turn the blazer inside out occasionally so the Batman logo's on the outside?
No, I don't think so. I think that I'll probably just show it off to people.
Okay.
She going to rip it off? Like,
You know what
like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson in Black or White? Yeah.
You know what I could do is maybe get like a very subtle all black Batman pin to put on the lapel. And so it's like super.
I have
like,
a black pin, but I don't know if I want to give it to you
it's
because I
from
wore it
your
on wedding.
wedding.
It's true.
It's black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and
So,
yellow.
but back to that story. Did you find a shirt?
Yeah, no.
No.
Nay.
You guys are after a brown shirt, right?
A brown
guys, do you know
long
how
sleeve
hard-
button up.
How hard it is to find the UPS brown? Nobody wears that color. It's
Can't
terrible.
you go to like the uniform store?
Okay,
Went there.
we went there, and you know what? They don't sell UPS colors.
Nay.
They sell post office. They sell police, highway patrol, but they don't
What
sell
about
UPS.
Walmart?
Buddy went to Walmart.
I went to Wally Mart.
I went to Kohl's.
Nothing.
We went to three
Really?
different
This is very
thrift
elusive.
stores
Yeah.
through. I called several uniform stores, workwear stores.
All this
UPS
morning.
has really got a.
Well,
It's the very last minute.
No,
No, we've
we've
been
all these
looking.
calls.
we've been working. I went to the work store a few days ago. I
Mm-hmm.
called the uniform store a few days ago.
And we ordered stuff off of Amazon, and it's all different shades of brown.
Right. So it's really hard to find it to match. And
Yeah.
honestly, I looked up how to order a UPS uniform and you can't. Or I looked up UPS costume and they didn't have it. They have like little kid UPS costumes, but I think they don't want to sell.
They don't want like impersonators.
They don't
out
want people
there.
impersonating.
Probably
I think
with all
that's
the package
true.
That, you know,
Yeah.
that,
But we're not looking for UPS. We're looking for HDS.
that's
Right.
this is different.
So you guys also, I'll probably post this. I mean, we'll definitely post it, but I got custom made HDS patches. And I'll also tag the guy who made them because he's like amazing.
Amaze
Right,
balls.
he can do. We talked about it, but he can do pretty much anything.
He
right?
literally can do anything. Like I just sent him a picture. He mocked it up and then made them.
Can one say fantastic?
You can definitely say fantastic.
Can it say fantastic?
You
Ooh.
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
In the shape of like a taco or something.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Hey, did you guys also so
Buttmans.
I got
Buttman's fantastic eats.
I got reamed on the Sanctorum for my terrible
Oh.
English skills again. So Philippe called me out for saying Hardly Quinn when
Yeah.
it's Harley Quinn.
Good
but
job.
Dilly seems to think it's Harlequin.
Mm-hmm.
So
Harla?
Harlequin.
Philippe, if you could qualify that. And then Bird commented on it, and she said, "Is this the place where I say that Sheila said Sky Wars instead of Star Wars?"
You said Sky Wars?
That's what Bird
It's the,
said.
you know, the whole English thing. She's still working on it.
Bird said I said Sky Wars.
Hardware Wars. Have you
So-
seen that?
No,
It's an old shoe.
it's an old shoe.
Oh, it's not an old show. It's like an old like spin-off funny movie that somebody made,
Oh, okay.
like from the 90s.
Okay, so let's get into
Is
our
that like
Halloween.
Spatula City?
Oh, you want to
Hardware
bring
Wars?
up Spatula City from
Spatula City.
UHF?
Yeah.
That's my mom.
Right.
Stanley Spadowski's Playhouse.
Spadowski. This means something.
Badgers? We don't
Need
need
no
no
stinking
stinking
badgers.
badgers.
What about the pile of mashed potatoes?
Oh,
It's all
yeah.
like crafting.
Yeah, like a volcano.
Yeah.
That's such a
that.
good movie.
It's good times.
Good times.
Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie.
Way to switch gears, but okay.
Sorry, it was the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It
Oh yeah,
reminded
where
me.
he flicks them.
Or no, remember when he's like eating?
Oink, 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 oink.
How do the piggies eat?
Okay, yeah.
It's not Christmas right now. It's
Yeah.
Halloween.
We're talking about Halloween.
Okay, let's switch over to Halloween. So you guys, I want to hear your favorite Halloween movie. It doesn't have to be like a scary Halloween movie. It just has to be, what do you get into when you want to get into Halloween? Or what do you watch when you want to get into Halloween?
Who's going first?
I'll go. So I like the Spooktober type of events, but kind of like the paranormal like shows that come out during the holidays.
Yeah.
That are just they'll run them on like Discovery Channel or whatever. I like those, like the haunted
Right.
series,
Uh-huh.
or I'll hit up some Ghost Adventures, and of course the occasional scary movies. Halloween has always been one of the classics, so I like to go back and revisit
No.
one of those.
No Cougar? No Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, I like the Nightmares on Elm Streets 1 and 2 mainly, probably the best.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't really watch those around Halloween though.
No Candyman?
No, Candyman. No, that was lame.
It doesn't
Oh, really?
transfer well.
No, I didn't. Never really liked that.
The
one.
bloody stump. Remember he's wearing that like fur
I don't think I
coat?
watched that.
bunch of bees and stuff. I don't. It's stupid.
Bzz, bzz.
What about yeah?
Meh.
What about
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, it'd be Lady in White.
Lady in White?
Because it's based in Halloween, and what happens, kid gets locked in a coat room closet.
In the cloak room.
Cloak room. But it's a coat room.
No, it is, but that's just what they called it,
Yeah.
and it sounds scarier.
The cloak room. And they're right next to a cemetery.
Oh, God. Why?
What
Why?
do you mean? I went to school next to a cemetery
That's
as a kid.
totally true. The Franklin?
Yeah, Franklin
Yeah.
Oh,
Elementary
you
was
went out
right
there?
next there. Yeah.
What's funny about Franklin is there's a cemetery, a fire station, and
Yeah.
an elementary school all on one
Block.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a block. It's like literally one lot.
That's true.
It's a very tiny lot.
No, it's huge
I mean, like, if
to
you...
have all those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you went to school in the hood.
No, that was... Oh,
Hood
yeah.
Franklin.
She'll ruin the
Franklin.
joke.
I did ruin the joke because I'm like, no, that's not. Oh, yeah. It is Hood Franklin.
So he gets locked in there on Halloween night, and he sees a ghost, and he sees the murder, and he tries to solve it. It's quite good.
It's actually really scary.
A scurry.
God, I remember
How
that.
old is it?
It's from the 80s, I bet.
Yeah. Early 80s.
Lady in White.
Lady in
Red.
White.
Or I like Something Wicked This Way Comes. I like old scary movies. I don't really like the newer ones.
Oh, okay. So do you like horror movies at all?
I'm not a big horror movie fan.
So Lady in White is 1988.
Oh, never mind.
Can I see the picture of it?
Yeah.
Maybe jog the memory.
Hold on.
What about...
Oh, and the little kid. Her. You know that one?
It was like
it's been a
my
while,
sister's like favorite movie, not this sister.
And there's the boy that's in it.
though. Okay.
Um.
It's coming back.
So, okay. So you guys, I feel like I'm gonna get crap for. I have 3 movies that I like to watch. I feel like I'm gonna get crap for 2 of them. So one is Hocus Pocus. I know. I love that movie. Number 2, these next ones are probably considered.
Oh my God.
They're kind of considered Christmas movies, but
What?
Christmas movies.
the Nightmare Before Christmas. I love watching
Okay.
Halloween and Christmas.
That's kind of
That's
Halloween-y.
That's like a day walker. It can go both ways.
Sure.
And then
I think I know what the next one's
Edward
gonna be.
Scissorhands.
Okay.
How? What?
Who?
What was that?
What'd you say?
What was that?
Edward Scissorhands.
Scissors hands.
I feel like the first go around
Was better
was something
than the
different.
You
second
guys,
one.
no, Edward Scissorhands because
scissors hands.
he has more than one scissor.
Scissors. So it's
So he's
plural now.
scissors hands.
Scissors
Edward
hands.
Scissorhands.
And he has 2 hands.
Scissors.
Scissors hands.
Edward Scissors hands.
I feel like Skylar's gonna rip
So
you a new one for this one.
can Edward Scissorhands be? Can you watch that for Halloween?
That's
I guess it could.
it's kind of
It's
more
kind
of
of in
a
that same
Christmas
realm.
It is
movie.
more of a Christmas movie, but
It's got a dark side to it.
yeah, because I don't like scary movies.
I thought you were gonna say Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice is that's
That's
actually
always good
Something
times.
Wicked This Way Comes came
Beetlejuice
out
is
in
like-
'83. By the way, just so you guys know.
oh, okay. Beetlejuice is an everyday movie for me,
It's all,
Every
it's
day?
all season.
all season. But that is good. I actually might pop that on.
You know, it was a really good. I remember Halloween movie that came out was Saw, the first one.
Oh God, I never saw that.
I saw the first couple,
The first one was the best.
and the second one was good too.
Yeah.
That one's
Then they got a
That
little.
was-
Where he chucks the girl in the pit of needles, like the syringes.
Oh, Stuart!
That's it. Stuart, no. I want to do it. Favorite?
Any more?
No, those are. I'm not a huge horror film person.
No slashers.
No, see, I am totally not a slasher. No horror, nothing scary. I don't like anything scary. That's why my favorite Halloween movies are a Disney
Christmas
and
movies.
Christmas movies.
That's funny.
Because what's funny is I love Halloween more than anything. Like it's probably my favorite holiday because I love dressing up, but I absolutely hate being scared. So I like Halloween in a more like fun dress up way, not like a scary way.
No, scurry.
But I do like to do scarier kind of bloody costumes, but that I don't like to watch scary movies.
I'm a fan of a good slasher.
Yeah.
I like them. Just all scary movies, pretty much.
Did you know I've never seen a Freddy Krueger movie? Never seen.
Are you serious?
Not one.
Not
Not even the first one?
I feel like
No.
I've
With Johnny
probably
Depp?
even seen one.
Okay,
I've never
we
seen
should watch one.
I've never seen a Jason movie either. Like the
Well,
Halloweens.
I figure, I mean, I feel like the Jason ones are kind of all the same. You know, a group of young teens that get murdered for the most part. But the Freddy movies are a little different, so I would highly recommend checking
The first
that out.
one.
Yeah, the first Nightmare on Elm Street, definitely the second and third.
But it's weird. I've never seen those, but I've seen Candyman.
That's crap.
Ugh.
Candyman is like the candy corn
Candy
of Halloween movies.
Don't say corn.
It's trash.
I feel like Buddy's gonna bring up Children of the Corn.
Oh, I
Isaac
do
and
love that
Malachi.
movie.
Yeah,
He's talked about Malachi.
we always talk about that.
He always brings up Malachi.
And that's a pretty freaky movie.
Creepiest kid of all time, dude. If I was ever I was an adult and I went to some town and I saw him, I'd immediately leave. I'd be
Especially
like,
with those overalls, I'm
Yeah.
out.
that long ginger
Hell no.
hair, and those
Right.
beady eyes.
Yeah.
Hell no.
And I'm out.
Nope.
See ya. On to the next town.
I'd be like, yeah, the gingers run this town. Let's get out. Yeah, Bird, I'm talking about you.
I know what's really funny is gingers. I love that that whole thing that gingers have no soul.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that's
Ginger
From
hilarious.
South Park. Yeah. Well, I love messing with Bird. Bird will be like, something about, she's like, I can't breed with another ginger. She's like, we don't need more like real gingers.
No, but Bird, that's actually gingers are going extinct.
it's because they've been ginger shamed.
And because if gingers stop breeding with other gingers and it's a recessive gene, then maybe gingers could go away forever. Do we want that? Do you want that, buddy?
I feel like we
wanted-
should preserve a few of them, maybe in like
Can
a
we put
museum or
in
something.
Yeah,
like a
put them in
case?
a zoo.
Behind some
Honest-
glass.
You guys, probably in a few hundred years, there in a museum there will be a ginger, and kids are and they're going to tell kids like, "Oh yeah, there used to be people with red hair," and they're like, "What?"
Like, look, this one's called Bird.
It has
Yes,
freckles.
and it wears cardigans.
Yeah, they're like, don't touch it.
Literally, have you ever seen Bird without a cardigan?
No.
I've never. I lived with her for, I think, like years. Didn't I live with her for like 3 years?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
She
I don't-
stays in the cardigan.
I don't. It's like she has a sleeping cardigan, a morning cardigan, and
Her
a
cardigan
lounging
game
cardigan.
is on point.
It's hella on point. She's got one for like summer cardigan, winter cardigan,
She is
a going out cardigan where it's really fancy and pretty. Seriously, she's got like I've never seen a person with so many cardigans.
Is there a cardigan store? Or do you think she's
Probably
just
an
been
internet store.
collecting?
Yeah, she's just been collecting. If there is a cardigan store, it's in her closet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
yeah.
so let's hear about some good Halloween costumes that we've all been involved in. This is my kind of. I love dressing up.
This is
I
your
love
realm.
makeup.
Can we go
wounds.
favorite childhood costume first?
Yeah, totally.
And then we'll progressively get more
Yeah,
into it.
let's do it.
Do you want me to go first?
Absolutely, you are the Mad King, apparently. Me.
one.
Dun, da, da, da.
Number one, my first childhood costume that I was very proud of. My mom made me. Mammy!
Mammy made all of our good childhood costumes.
Yeah, she made me a Ninja Turtle, which was quite awesome. I think it was Leonardo. And she made the shell out of cardboard. And then she gave me this green. No, she made the yarn. So you remember how they would wear the knee pads, but it was supposed to be fabric or whatever around
Right.
it. So I had fabric around my knees and around my elbows. I had this big
yeah.
shell.
Legit.
Yeah, and then I had the cloth that was cut out over my face. It was legit.
That was actually that's a good idea. The
And I
knee
do have
pads.
that picture. We could post it.
Didn't you have a loose kind of jammy?
Jammy Jam? I sent it to
Like a little
sister.
onesie type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like a onesie, but it was kind of loose. And then I remember the knee pads.
I'd like
They
to
weren't
see
really
those.
knee pads per se. Oh yeah, I was wearing a whole green
like
onesie.
a onesie or something.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Yeah. Well, you guys, we'll post this picture.
Yeah.
So cute.
Wait, but I don't see the knee pads. She just tied.
No, she just tied fabric around.
But you
them.
know what? I don't think this was your only Ninja Turtle.
Probably not, because I was obsessed
I don't
with Ninja
remember
Turtles.
a Ninja Turtle being that turquoise blue color.
And also, he's barely green on his face.
Yeah, there is no green.
Are those
at all.
numchucks?
Yeah,
No, those are corn dogs.
That looks good.
only for fuel only.
Yeah,
For fuel only.
two corn dogs
No
tied together on
savoring.
a
No
string.
savory.
No savoring. So what? So that's your favorite childhood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill?
Yeah.
So mom tells me that I used to like to dress up like Zorro.
What?
Yeah, so that was pretty much all year long and Halloween while I was a kid. I was Zorro. I'd always have her draw a little mustache on my face. It's so cute, you guys. But as I progressed, I used to like to do 70s themed, go to the thrift store and get some old
Totally.
funky ass
Oh,
clothes,
yeah.
and glue some chest hair on you with an afro wig. I've done that a few times. Just recently, I have this really scary. It's like a skull pirate mask. It's got this long gray hair, and it's pretty scurry. So last year, I was handing out candy, and I had this knife that I would open the door with, right? So I have the mask on, and it's dark, and we got a trick-or-treater, and it's I have a light outside of my house, but there's some steps that come up.
Yeah.
So this little girl and her family came up and opened the door, and I've got my costume on and my little knife, and she freaks out. I felt so bad. She got super scared and almost fell off the steps.
Oh,
and
shoot.
took out my little almost like a plant stand with some plants on it, and she just got super spooked. And
How old was she?
probably 5 or 6. So I felt super bad. I immediately
would've
took off my
cried.
mask.
Yeah.
It was like, open your bag.
Yeah,
I'll
give
give you
all
all
the
the candy I
Just
have.
dump it all
You're
in.
like
Yeah.
giving her 25
Like, here's
bucks.
a couple Coors Lights.
Yeah.
You know. So I felt really bad, but
Hey,
that's a
now-
pretty good outfit.
Here's a dub ski.
That's
I
actually
feel terrible.
really
Mike,
cute.
please tell your parents not to sue.
Yeah.
I actually,
Did she fall?
She did. Well, she kind of like stumbled, but it was okay. She was more like just scared in general. I frightened her, and I felt really bad.
that is, I actually scared one of my clients' kids. I didn't feel that bad. It was because it was pretty funny.
Because she doesn't like children.
Well,
I'm just joking.
but I decorate my station for Christmas and Halloween every year. So I can't remember if this was the Halloween or Christmas because I both times did Beetlejuice themed.
Oh, yeah, because you did like a Christmas and
Yeah, so like during Halloween, I had the shrunken head guy, and I did this whole like Beetlejuice theme at my station. But then for Christmas, the shrunken head guy was Santa Claus, and then I still had a bunch of Beetlejuice stuff. But she was super. This little girl, she was probably like 3. She was super scared of like the shrunken head guy, and he has like a full size body, so it hella scared her. And her mom and dad were like just teasing with her and stuff, and like, like telling her to go like sit in his lap and stuff, and she got hella scared or whatever. And then she was sitting in my chair, and I did something to make him kind of move to like scare her. She like jumped out of the chair crying, like jumped right into her mom's lap and like totally started crying. And I was like,
You heck freaked her out.
like I apologized to my client, the mom, but inside I was like, made a kid cry.
Yeah. You
That's
felt all happy.
That's a good Halloween right there.
boom.
It's a fish.
So anyway, my favorite childhood one,
I think I know what this one is.
I think it's probably She-Ra.
Yeah, that's what
She-Ra.
She-Ra, Princess of Power. But I have such fond memories of Halloween when I was little because my mom, and I honestly don't know if it was
Who?
Mammy making
There you go.
making us do it, or if Laura and I, my sister Laura and I, wanted to be the same thing. But if you look at all of our Halloween, and we were pretty old, like we were going on like 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
we were still always the exact same thing. My mom made 2 costumes, the exact same one, and we
Probably
went out.
because it was easier.
Right,
She'd
she just
make
like
the
one
mistakes
pattern.
and she's like, oh, now I know how to make it better this time.
Because we were also Dorothy together, and
I remember the Dorothy costume.
and we were also Strawberry Shortcake together. You know what? Lee and James actually were robots together.
I remember that was actually really
Robots?
cool.
Yeah, I feel like
Robots.
I feel like that was a theme for my parents where they're just like, we make one costume and everybody gets it.
Yeah.
One for the boys, one for the girls.
But She-Ra for sure. That, you know what? Laura was actually She-Ra like 2 years ago for Halloween.
Yeah, I remember. Wasn't it in when she went to Miami?
Yeah, and I think we posted a picture of her, as a little person as She-Ra, and then, her grown up as She-Ra. But what's funny about her, because we had a picture of us together as She-Ra, and then our individual pictures, and in hers, like her top had like slipped a little bit, and she had like a nip slip.
Ew.
And she's like 8.
Gross.
She's like 8, so she doesn't have like boobs yet, but it's like hella funny. Because I'm like,
Nip
Laura, Jesus, put them away.
Show that
For God's
nip
sakes,
slip.
cover yourself.
But that's probably my favorite childhood.
Well, when I was in high school, I did a zombie. It was pretty good. I had like all the crazy makeup
yeah.
and all that stuff. I think that one's on my Facebook.
Yeah, zombie's always a good one. I'll do a zombie if someone's like, hey, like if they invite me last minute to a Halloween thing or something, and I don't have a costume, zombie all day.
There's one I always wanted to be, but I haven't pulled off yet, and that's Kipling from Napoleon Dynamite.
What? Who?
Kip, his brother Kip.
Oh yeah, Kip is great.
dude.
Yeah, like
Dude,
you
get the
gotta do
mustache
it.
and like put on like a little funny little hair or
Hair,
something.
like a
and-
little wig.
Yeah, I just don't know which one I want to be. Like off the bus Kip that has the gold chain and the do rag,
Yes.
or like the shorts and the white shirt.
Yeah.
Like the nachos. You ate on my nachos, Kip. I haven't decided yet.
I love.
I actually think
Where
you and
he
Buddy can do
slash-
like a Kip duo where like you're one Kip and you're like another Kip, and then you guys go out together.
We could do it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Do you remember where he slaps him?
Yeah, they have like the slapping contest.
Where the doorbell rings and he slaps him. He's like, ow.
Yeah.
Oh, the flipping chips, Kip.
Shmi's favorite costume that she's ever done that I've ever seen her do, that I've begged her and pleaded for her to do for me, but she refuses, was when you did the skeleton.
Oh, yeah. I actually have a picture of that somewhere. So when I worked at Borders, so I had to have been super, super early 20s maybe, like maybe 20. I worked at Borders, and there was this guy that worked there, and he was like an artist. And so we did a bald cap, and then he put, like white makeup all over me, but then he super like intricately painted all these like cracks and then all the bones on my chest and then my skull, like my face. I looked like creepy.
Dude, it was the coolest
That's awesome.
costume I had ever seen.
And then I just wore kind of all black, and then I had my hands kind of white, and that was actually a super, super fun one.
I begged Sheila for years to do that.
The thing of it is that he was like a legit artist. He made it look so good. I couldn't recreate that myself.
Well, you got skills now.
You got some good stuff.
I mean, you guys.
Well, I was just trying to make you feel better.
Gamora was badass.
No, I know, but you didn't. I didn't have any like, details. It's in the details when you do the skull, because it's like, it looked like I was like I was all cracked up.
Yeah, you did a good job on it.
He did
so
a super
awesome.
good job.
Like, I just remember because she was in the bathroom forever.
What's funny is I have like developed pictures of that. Like that's how long ago it was. It's not like a digital picture. It's like
I was back at Spring Ridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the picture, take a picture of it, and then I can upload
take a picture
it.
of the picture.
Yeah, and then I'll upload it onto the
picture of the pic.
Insties.
I'm trying to find that picture of the scary mask.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, we'll have to post it.
What about? Do you guys have a worst costume you ever did?
For sure, yeah. So I remember being it was elementary school at some point. And, like the teachers and the teachers' assistants were helping us put together these outfits. And I kept telling the lady, I was like, I want to be a space rocker, like a space rocker with an R.
Okay, right.
But I probably couldn't talk that well. She thought I was saying a space walker. So they built like this stupid ass like robot costume thing, like tinfoil on it. I was like, I wanted to be a rocker, not a walker. Like, this is not what I wanted. So it was totally crappy. I had to wear that. That was probably the worst.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You're like, I want to be a spacewalker.
Oh, a walker.
A walker.
They're like,
No,
what?
a
What are you
walker.
saying? Walker.
Araya used to call Logan. She used to be like, Wogan. Oh my God. That when she was able to say her L's right, it was a sad day for me.
Oh, yes.
Wait, let me see.
Dilly
So he's
did
showing us the
from,
mask.
I was trying to.
Wait, what happened?
That's from, yeah. It's from,
Oh, yeah.
what
See if I
movie
can-
is that?
That's from Benchwarmers.
Oh, yeah. Benchwarmers, the guy that won't come out of the closet.
Can you send me that picture so we can post it?
Yeah.
We never posted that one.
I don't know. I always
But-
say I need to keep a running list of
So
things
what was-
I say on here that
Yeah.
I'm going to post.
What was your worst costume, Shmi? Because I have one for
Do you?
myself.
I honestly, you go ahead, because I don't know if I have one that like super comes to mind.
My worst one is because of Shmi over here. She would not let me go out with her if I didn't have a costume.
Rude.
Do you remember what you did?
Oh yeah,
What?
I wrote book on your face.
Yeah.
That
The
was a good
Facebook-
costume.
No, it was terrible.
She wrote book on your face.
Yeah, it's from The Office.
Yeah,
Because
Facebook.
Jim
Oh, I
hates
see.
to dress up, so
Yeah.
he came as Facebook. Yeah, that was a great costume because he showed up and I'm like, no, you have to have a costume. Done.
It was terrible.
It's
Okay.
from The Office, so it
I
was
know, but
funny.
it's still...
I mean, it wasn't elaborate, yes, but was it my best work? No, but it was amazing.
I want to do that mouth one you did that one time.
So I was going to say that's actually one of my favorite costumes, but now that I've gotten a little bit more experience doing kind of like prosthetic stuff and makeup, I think I could do that costume a lot better.
Did you see somebody, I think I sent it to you, but somebody made it
Yeah.
looks like mouse on their eyes. So it looks like their eyes are like eating stuff, but it's recessed back so you can't see their eyes.
That's so
but it
creepy.
Looks,
So
I want to do that.
So my costume, which I do have a picture of still, is I I want to say actually a lot of people thought it was from American Horror Story, but I've never seen that show because it's way too scary. But I basically like glued like teeth on the outside of my mouth, so it made me look like I had this huge creepy mouth.
Yeah, it was cool.
And then I did some cool makeup and then like blood or whatever, but it was like the way that I had glued it on, it just didn't look. I don't know. I would want to do it a little more realistic next time.
A little more realistic.
Would this be scary? That's the outfit that scared the little girl.
Oh my God, Dilly! Did you send me this?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Is that a real knife?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
I know.
It's supposed to be fake. So
real.
you look like a real psycho and a
Yeah.
real knife.
Yeah.
No wonder she was scared. Jeez.
We'll post that up for you sidekicks.
If we
So
remember,
you guys can Halloween shame me.
if Cheese remembers to post it.
Cheers.
So,
Which, by the way, you did actually post your pics of the cons. Just
Did I?
kidding. No,
Oh.
you didn't.
I was like, really?
No, she didn't.
All right, so we're gonna get into best costume we've ever done.
yeah. Buddy,
Well, who's going first?
I don't have a best costume.
you don't?
No.
So, Dilly, do you dress up every Halloween?
No, I usually don't because in the past I've always had to like work usually on the weekends, so I haven't been able to go out. But this last one, it's just like masks and stuff like that. I don't go like full blown
Go
face
all out.
paint. I'll just throw a mask on or
Did you
something
guys
quick.
Do you guys dress up at work?
We used to. When I was a bartender, I would dress up, and I'll quickly touch on this one. So I have this really awesome comb over wig. So I used to have, nice full locks of hair back in the day. So at this time I wore like, it's like a bald cap, but it's got like a comb over on top of it. So I wore that to the bar as I was bartending and I actually had this dude at the bar that had a comb over.
Oh, no.
And he was
Yes.
like, he was looking at my hair like, that's not funny.
It's all,
Like,
no.
yeah, I have the real thing.
Oh, that's too funny. That's actually hilarious. But
That
also,
might
I'd be
my
like,
best.
I like, hopefully, I wonder if he could look at you and see himself in it and realize how ridiculous he's being.
Right. It's like, this is what you look like.
That would be my hope.
I'm
Yeah,
making
it's like-
fun of you.
Give up.
I think I might even have had a gray members only jacket with the comb over wig.
Do you
I'm
still
trying to
have
get a
that
pic.
members?
I still
only?
have. Yes.
What a
yes,
great jacket.
I have it.
I'm always on the lookout at a thrift store for like an old members only.
There's a costume I've always wanted to do, and it has to do with a comb over. Is Ernie McCracken.
Ooh.
What's
Ernie.
that from?
Big Earn, dude.
Oh, from
Is that Kingpin?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how he like comes up to the lane. He's
Oh,
like doing
yeah.
this weird like hip thrust.
Yeah.
Big Earn.
Yeah.
But he's got this crazy comb over, and by the end of the movie, it's like all sticking up, like all crazy. Big Earn.
Is there like a weird
He's a
bowling
bowler.
guy in I know they bowl in Big Lebowski, but is there some kind of like Latino guy?
Oh yeah, you're talking about Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nobody
He's-
fucks with the Jesus.
I think he's really funny.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious. I don't roll on Shabbos.
Shimmer Chavez.
Okay, buddy, what's your favorite
My favorite costume?
or your best or whatever? When did you shine?
I was George Strait one year.
That's your
Hmm. I mean, I was a
Your rise to fame?
yeah, I was a country sensation.
So how did you make sure that people knew you were George Strait?
I dressed up like a cowboy. Is that not enough?
No, because there's more cowboys.
Are you sure? I had a vest. I had a cowboy hat. I had cowboy boots on. That's not. No.
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 Did you have anything else that said?
I had a vest.
Did it say George Strait on it?
Like how
Did it say Troubadour?
did it say anything related to George Strait?
Did it have
No.
a GS
Like the
symbol?
king?
Exactly,
No.
the king of country.
No.
Did you like
I thought
make it
was
somewhere
just
by morning?
implied.
No, it's not. You could have been Clint Black.
This is terrible.
I've always wanted to wear a cowboy hat, and I never got to wear one. So
That's
was my
your
first
best
time.
costume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that not?
I mean, it's just not that elaborate. It's not enough. It's not. You didn't put enough effort in it.
I did. I bought Wranglers.
I know,
had
but what I'm
black
saying is,
cowboy
like,
boots.
if you walked up to someone and they didn't know you were George Strait, then you didn't do a good job.
What other cowboys are there?
I can name 25 right now. Tim McGraw, Chase.
Utley?
No, not Chase. Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Keith Urban, Clint Black, Billy Ray Cyrus,
Wheeler Walker Jr.
Wheeler Walker Jr., Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams III.
Senior, junior, Conway Twitty.
I didn't really dress up as George Strait. I was dressed up as a cowboy. But it was real fun. Because I've never...
Did you borrow this stuff from Al?
Actually, I borrowed it from one and only my buddy Doug Mead.
Oh.
Big Meats.
What's up, meat?
Doug Meat.
What's up, Big Brisket?
Doug Meat.
Big Brisket!
We need to get that on
I'm the one that
somewhere.
gives shout outs to Big Brisket.
We all
You guys
do.
need to stop.
We all... What? I hella Big Brisket it up.
What's up, Big Brisket?
I'm like all about the BB.
I always
It's
bring it up
TT
and you
and
guys
BB.
are, oh yeah, Big Brisket. Yeah. What's up, Big Brisket?
Big Brisket!
Yeah.
Hey, Tilly.
Yeah.
It's BB and TT over here.
BB,
okay?
TBs.
We're in love.
Did I
For
tell you,
TV.
I was trying to get Charlos to dress up as Han Solo and have his son be, because his son's just born, as like a little Chewie, just like this ball of fur.
Little baby
I was
shoe.
like, how cute would that
Oh,
be?
that'd be so cute.
Just pushing around this little ball of fur.
Oh my god, a ball of fur with just like that strap. Just
Yeah,
like
that's it.
Like a
Only
little
a strap.
tribble.
Yeah.
Little triple.
Yeah.
So, probably one of my best costumes was, and this wasn't necessarily Halloween, although it was around Halloween. Is Gamora. That was probably my most elaborate.
Gamora was really awesome, but I have a hard time of not saying Beetlejuice for the sheer fact of all the props around it.
Yeah, Beetlejuice was pretty epic because I had made
Sculpture.
I had made the sculpture. I made from scratch the shrunken head guy.
Which was legit.
I made a Beetlejuice grave.
Yep.
I painted a bunch of pumpkins like black and white.
You had one with the snake on it.
Oh, you know what else
the snake.
I had the snake pumpkin, but you know what else I made, which was crazy? So in the movie, when they show his grave, there's like a blinking sign that says
Oh, yeah.
Beetlejuice, 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 but
Yeah.
it's spelt Beetlegeist.
Right.
Yeah.
So I made that with lights and everything, and it said Beetlegeist, Beetlegeist, Beetlegeist.
That's why, because I remember I was pretty mad that you didn't win
Yeah, well, you know what's
at work
What's
for that
funny
one.
about because that was for Christmas though. So we don't have we have a station decorating contest every Christmas. We don't do it for Halloween, but at Christmas, so I still did Beetlejuice with Christmas.
Well, because you put so much effort into that one.
But the thing is we actually had outside voters. Like we had people come in off the street and vote, and I got like a ton of votes from people that work there, but like almost no votes from people off the street because I don't think they understood it. They kind of looked at it like
it's not Christmas.
right. They voted for this girl that made like a gingerbread house, which was a very cute. Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It was just how many props and how it really kind of fit to the movie was super cool.
Well, and I think for Beetlejuice, why I think Gamora sometimes stands out a little higher is that my actual like on my body costume was a lot more elaborate than Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice was just the black and white suit and the makeup.
Yeah. Do you know what other costume I really like you did was the carnival?
Oh yeah. You know what's funny is the salon a lot of times brings out the best. Like we did our theme at the salon one year was creepy vintage circus freak show.
Yeah.
And so I was a old school like cannonball girl. You know, remember when they used to shoot people out of the cannon? Mm-hmm. So I was like her, but I, you know, in my head pretended that I had kind of been blown up. So I had like made a scar across my arm, like my arm had been sewn back on, and then I had burns all over the place, and I had like frizzy burned hair.
Well, and like some of your costume was burned.
Yeah, some of my costume was burnt. I had like all these wounds and burns all over my body.
It was funny.
Yeah, that one
It
was
was
a good
pretty
one.
cool.
It's a hard life
Yeah.
being the cannonball girl.
Honestly, dressing up is my all-time favorite thing. You know, my client was actually, because she's always like, you're so creative and you put it together so well. She was like, you should like have a business where people pay you to put their costume together. She's like, I would totally pay you to just like, because she wants to dress up, but she just doesn't have the like creativity, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that literally would be my dream job. But I'd
You know
only
what you should
work
do?
like 3 months a year.
But I think what'd be fun is now that you're starting to get these costumes, you could just rent them out. And then if somebody was like, hey, can you make me a costume?
That's such a good idea. Because
You could be like, yeah, I'll make it for this much, but I get to keep it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you could have all these cool costumes.
Yeah. And it's almost like they're kind of paying me to make the costume, but like some of it, because right now I put it together a lot of our Ace Ventura ones, which cost me a good chunk of money, but I get to like add them to my collection. But if I could have people paying some of it at least.
Right, make a little money off it. Why not?
I love Halloween, man.
You making my big earn.
You know what? One time at the salon we had it was superheroes and villains.
Uh-huh.
And I did the penguin, but like a cute version of the penguin.
No. The best one was when you were Batman.
No,
But-
I was.
You were like, she bought a 10-year-old's like Batman's costume. So like the pants went up to like her knees and the sleeves were
And
like up to her elbows.
And the mask like barely fit my head.
It like went like to her eyebrows. It was hella funny.
I was Batboy.
Yeah, that was it. Bat boy.
Bad boy.
I was Batboy.
Bat boy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Should we get in some mail?
Yeah, we can get into some mail here. So we've
Sidekick mayo.
Who do we have this
You
week?
have your hand on the mouse.
Oh, sorry. So we have something from Philippe, actually.
Felipe.
The official?
Correspondent.
Yeah. So our correspondent did send us in a little
what?
correspondent.
There you go.
Good one.
Correspondent.
Oh, sorry.
Are you saying croissant?
About Halloween. So here we go. My favorite costume so far has been Bane. I've done a really elaborate Bane in the past, and I'm going to take that step further, being that I'm working on an original concept for Bane, which is pretty cool.
I do like that.
I think he's getting like a custom-made mask or something. My favorite Halloween story. One of my best friends in high school, he dressed up as a cop and stopped cars in our neighborhood. One guy was drunk and tried to justify himself to him and was freaking out because he didn't want to go to jail, started breaking down. Andy busted out a picture of John Connor and said, "Have you seen this little boy?"
Oh, yes.
The guy told him to F off and drove away. That's actually really funny.
That's super good.
Yeah.
John Connor.
Because they're just like straight. It's like, what? How was he pulling people over? Just like waving them over or something?
Yeah, he's all stop. In
You,
the
sir.
name of love.
Stop the vehicle.
Pull over. I can't pull over any farther.
Okay, so we do
Who
have
else we got?
we have another one from Parm.
From who? I think I hear something in the background.
It's from
You hear that?
Parm.
I think I
Do
hear
you guys
it.
hear the something?
I don't know if I hear it. It's
let's
getting
see.
louder. Parm alarm, parm alarm. Everybody get ready. It's the parm alarm.
Yeah.
Dilly, why don't you go ahead?
All right, so this is from the Parm Alarm. Not a scary one in the normal sense, but it's scary in the dilly sense.
Oh.
Ooh, now I'm intrigued. I had a Robin costume I loved. I wore it like 3 years in a row. Never got to be Batman because my older brother was Batman.
Oh, yeah. That's messed.
I was in my costume waiting to get picked up by mom after school, but she was running late because Filipino time. I realized I had to go to the bathroom, a.k.a. Oh, hold up. I can't find the button.
Number 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
But I didn't want to miss my mom and have her drive away without me. You know, kid logic. Okay,
Like, she's like, oh, he's not here.
right,
Guess
I
I don't
better
have
just
a son.
leave.
Yeah.
So I was out in front of the school waiting. Then I creeped behind
Oh
some
my
bushes.
God.
Oh, no way.
No.
Actually right next to the principal's office, and did
Oh
my
my
business
God.
there. After I realized I didn't have any toilet paper, so I had to go all primal and use the leaves from the bushes I was behind as a makeshift toilet paper. Been there, done that. I'm not sure if I got any on my costume, maybe blocking it from the traumatic experience, but I've never seen that costume again. Dang.
Dude,
That's dirty.
Parm, that is messed, bro.
I wonder how
Yeah.
old he
That's
was.
straight messed. That is super traumatic, but it's just so funny because it's like, how how do you think that's better? You're like, oh yeah, I'll just go poop in the bushes,
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just
instead of my
crap in the bushes
mom.
and wipe my butt with some leaves.
Yeah, instead of my mom just waiting for me.
I
Yeah.
could sympathize with you on that, Parm, for sure.
That's something you would do.
Well, the whole Disneyland thing.
Oh, that's right. Well,
But what if it was in the fall, though? I mean, because Halloween, it's fall. The
Yeah.
leaves get more brittle, right?
Ooh, yeah.
So, you know,
Exactly.
see what
Might
I'm
have-
getting at?
he said that's not
they
a nice.
might have crunched up.
That's
you
not a
know what I
nice
mean?
wipe.
Because then it's like not even a wipe. The leaves just stick in your butt.
Maybe he found like an evergreen.
I hope so.
Honestly, you guys, I'm not kidding you.
I could just picture little Parm in the bushes,
Right,
just trying to squeeze one out real fast.
I'm not kidding you. Every once in a
Handling his
while,
business.
like on a regular basis, it pops into my head like, why did Dilly's parents flip his underwear inside out?
When they just buy him new
I don't
pants?
Why didn't he just take the underwear off and throw them away?
What if it happens again?
I don't know, but I just can't get
You
over it.
couldn't buy you a
There
pair
was
of
poop
shorts.
on it.
Yeah.
You know,
You're-
it
there
was
was-
really traumatic.
There was poop everywhere, no matter what, and getting rid of the underwear would have been the best
Ah.
solution to getting rid of all the
if
poop.
you
If I could turn back time,
If I could
turn my
find
drawers
a way.
inside out.
I wish we could find out why. It really boggles the mind.
Can we talk? Would
Might
they,
have to get my dad on here one
can
time.
you ask dads?
I can ask
Pop,
him.
pop.
Be like, why'd you do this to me?
Can we call him maybe on an after dark show
Oh, what a great idea.
Probably.
So,
and ask him to bring up the story?
yeah, you can give them a heads up, but
We need to know.
We
We need
need
to
to
get to
know
the bottom
why-
of this.
I need to know.
like, did he hear from someone else? Like, if you flip it inside out, it'll be fine.
I'm not sure. Maybe there's something I was
How
too
much
young to
poop
know.
was on the undies?
Yeah. Like, are we talking about a massacre of poop?
Was it juicy? Like, was it a Ria's type situation?
Or are we talking about a log?
I think it was more of a flaky, kind of
Like
like, an
like a
overcooked
croissant?
fish. Yeah, it was like flaky.
crystal.
Yeah,
Anyway,
gross.
thanks, Parm, for bringing that up.
flaky poop.
You know, I don't think I've ever pooped my pants, buddy.
Oh, you haven't lived. Try, give it a shot sometime. You can sometimes go home from work
And just,
if you do it at the right time.
I just don't. It's just never. I mean, God, knock on wood, that it's just I've never had the.
You know how many times I've faked that I got Rhea and had to go home? I'm like, I'm
Because that's a
coming
good
out.
one. Like when you
Well,
have the
yeah.
Rios,
Oh, dude,
like
people
you could go home for that.
and people are very sympathetic
Right. They're like, you
because
know what,
we've
just
all
get out of
had
here.
it.
Actually,
They're like, yeah.
I've never told this story before, but I don't really care. Might as well let it out. So I was at school one time. I was probably a sophomore, and we all used to hang out in this one area all the time before school would start. So we're all hanging out there, and I farted, and I was like, "Oh no!" And just some poo, and it wasn't like a log; it was like runny poo, and I was just like, kind of
gravy
looked
leg.
around, and I just walked. And I walked all the way home.
You know
And I
that
was like,
walk.
yeah.
That was one stiff leg.
Yeah.
It's like,
And the worst part is where we lived from our old house was probably half a mile, you think?
On
from
Salvatierra,
Laguna? Yeah.
from Laguna,
half a mile, quarter of
Yeah.
a mile,
It
maybe.
was pretty close.
But yeah, I just went home, washed myself, threw those clothes away, and I never went back
No
to
one
school
ever-
that day. I was like, nope.
You know
But nobody
what?
ever
Yeah.
knew.
that's
Oh,
dirty.
man.
I don't think I've ever told anybody that
Well,
story.
thanks for sharing. This is a Halloween / poop episode.
Poop
Yeah.
stories.
the poop
Scary
stories.
poop stories.
The poop
And I
scoop.
felt like if Dilly's going to, give us his poop
I do
stories.
have one more poop story.
Do it.
Yes.
I don't know if I said this one on the show yet, though. So I used to work at Cal Expo, and I worked operations, so I'd set up all the different events and things that happened around Cal Expo. So I'd drive around on my golf cart, and my boss, Dave Moss, my man, was like, there was like this thing. It was like, the only way you can go home is if you poop yourself, right? Like, there's no way.
Oh,
we
like
need you.
any other
like,
excuse.
You got to like literally crap your pants, and then I'll send you home. So I always kind of had that in the back of my head. So this one hot summer's day, right, I'm cruising on the golf cart, and what I think is gas. This is the Cliff Notes version. You guys could tell what happened. It wasn't gas. So, like, I actually went into a porta potty, learning lessons from the past. Took my boxers off me.
Oh, you took them completely off.
Took,
Pants,
just
boxers
free balling at
off.
that point. And folded them up, and I was like, you know what? Like after I took them off, in the back of my mind, it was like, the only way you can go home was if you poop your pants. So I was like, you know what? All right. I like wadded them up and folded them up, put them in my pocket, right? And got back on my golf cart, got on my radio. Was like, hey, Dave, I need to like meet you. This is a situation like you got to meet me on. So we both like come up to each other on the golf carts. And he's like, what's up, bro? I'm like, reach into my pocket and I pull them out and like unfold them, you know what I mean? And there's poop,
and like
and showed him,
and poo falls
like this
off
is
of it.
this is real.
This happened.
It's like, can I go home now? He's like, no, we really need you today.
What?
So still couldn't go home. So after that, I just threw him in the dumpster
And then just went
Hammer.
Free balling.
just finished the day.
and then just kept all the rest of your
Kept
farts
on
inside.
trucking. Yep, no more farts that day.
I
So
just-
there's that.
That is
Hope you guys are happy.
well, for one, I can't believe he didn't let you go home.
Yeah,
after
for
you
real.
pooped
that was
your
supposed to be the
pants.
only rule too. I even I had the proof.
I'm like, do you want
I
to?
like
The proof is in the pudding.
In that brown doo-doo pudding.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought that you had like put some pudding on your pants.
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
You know what? This is a great time to play that song.
Oh,
James's song. Have
Oh,
we ever
yeah.
heard this before?
No, it's Hardly Heroes exclusive.
here goes.
Here goes.
When you want to watch a show, but you don't know where to go, Hardly Heroes. Hardly Heroes. If you want a comic book, but you don't know where to look, Hardly Heroes. Hardly Heroes. When there's nothing on to watch and you want to hear some talk, Hardly Heroes. Hardly Heroes.
Okay.
That's our special James diarrhea themed. It's not diarrhea themed, but it goes
It's to the tune of the diarrhea song.
It goes to the tune of the diarrhea song.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Cha cha cha.
You don't have a poo story?
I honestly don't. Not
does.
of me. No, I.
She does.
Okay.
She just feels.
No, you guys, can I tell you something like honest to God truth? I have no shame if I poop my pants. I would tell you guys. But
How does one not never poop their pants?
Well, I think as a woman and my women's senses and my intuition, I have never in my life been like, I think this is just a fart.
Wow.
Like if
Okay.
like there's been
I found-
times where like there's a beginning of a fart and I'm like, nope, because I can tell.
You just
there's
like tease it a
something's
little bit,
wrong
and
with
pull
that.
it back.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not
It's
a fart.
like a turtle head poking out.
Something's wrong with that fart, and I'm not letting it out.
Cage it.
And I'm really good too as a woman because I've been doing this my whole life. Is holding my farts in. Okay, so I don't normally even let farts out unless I go to the bathroom
you know how many
anyway.
times I fart all the time.
Women aren't allowed to just
In
fart.
bed, I'm like
How long did it take you to fart in front of Michelle?
pretty early.
Yeah.
It doesn't take guys very long. I still
I was
don't
maybe
fart.
a couple of months.
You still
in.
don't.
Does she fart in front of you?
Oh hell no!
I don't fart in front of Logan either, but he
Right.
farts all over the place.
Well, did you hear about our brother? His wife won't fart, or he won't let her fart in front of him.
Yeah, it's gross. You know what's funny is I actually do find Logan's farts pretty funny, but I would still never fart in front of
What
him.
do they make, like a funny squeaky sound
Or
or
they're
something?
just they're always just kind of funny. It's like they make a weird noise, or he does them at
Like that?
or he does it at like an inappropriate time. You
Right.
know, it's just
Like
or,
instead of answering a question, he just looks at you and farts.
yeah, or there's like a ton of them in a row. Like he just keeps getting little farts over and over, and I'm like, how long? And then there's one at the end that's like tails off.
It's a brap at the
Yeah, I'm
end.
like, are you like doing these on purpose? Like you're making a tune out of them or something?
I always blame it on Lego. Michelle's like, "Did Lego just fart?" I'm like, "Yep, that's what he did."
Yeah.
But you know what? I do have a poop story where involving a friend. I won't say her name, but
Bird.
no. This is old school. Like I don't even you remember her Cameo?
Oh yeah, Cameo's
Do you
never
remember
gonna hear
Cameo?
this.
Yeah, Cameo never hear this. But so both of you guys might remember in our old neighborhood there was that empty lot on the corner
Oh yeah,
for a really really long time when you were coming off of like St. Augustine.
yeah. It would like make a fork.
Right.
And there was,
was
this
that empty
one-
lot there.
Yeah, I
So-
ran away from home one time.
And you went there?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm leaving.
I was like, I'm leaving. Mom's like, yeah, go ahead. I came
it's
back
like,
like
around the corner.
2 hours later, and I was like, yeah, it
You're like,
sucks
I'm
out here.
hungry.
Well, and I think
It's scary
an
out there.
important point to your story and my poop story is that empty lot is extremely close to our house.
Oh, yeah.
Where we grew up. So we had a bunch of like oranges or tangerines or cuties or something. And we were like just walking around the neighborhood, and she like was like, dude, I have to go like right this second. And she just went in
Water
that
butt.
She
lot,
pooped?
in that lot. I'm like, dude,
Gross.
you can't make
Your
it
guys'
home.
house is right there.
It was hella close, but she was like, it's coming out right now.
Yeah.
What'd she wipe with?
I don't know,
A
dude.
2x4? Who knows?
Because it was really like a lot of dead.
Do you remember when James put cayenne pepper on her upper lip?
Didn't we call her cayenne pepper for a long time? That was one of her
Because she was
nicknames.
a ginger.
We were mean. Why did anybody even want to hang out with us? And
Because our mom was never home. Mammy.
I shot cayenne pepper up your brother's nose one time from a turkey baster. True story. I can't get into the details, but he was sleeping, and I put cayenne pepper in a turkey
Oh my,
baster.
you're terrible. How is he?
Well,
still
there was
friends with
something
you?
that was bad that
Oh, he did
caused
to
that.
you? Okay.
So he was sleeping.
Saving it for after
So
dark.
this was like
Yeah.
retaliation.
Yeah, so he was like snoring actually, and I packed the tip because it's like the long,
Yeah.
with the little squeezy thing
Yeah.
on the end. So I cayenned it up, went in there. He was like, and I popped it in his brain. it tore him up bad. At the time, I didn't know how bad it really was, but he almost went blind.
Did he really?
Yeah,
He couldn't see for a little bit.
it was. Oh my god, yeah.
I feel
did
like
that.
boys growing up, especially you and James, you guys were like, boys are so weird. I feel like James, I don't know if it was you or Dilly, but like would shoot each other with like BB guns. It's just like, why?
Do you remember that
It's a rite of
Halloween
passage.
party you guys had at, was that Broadway?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
And
Broadway
James
house.
dressed up with that yellow jacket, and I was there.
Yeah.
I was wearing my Jerry Rice jersey. I remember that. But James had that. He made like a poster, and it was like, this guy's been missing since the 70s.
70s. That was like our 70s night.
Yeah. That was good.
We used to have some ragers at that house. We had the kegerator in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
That
good
was a
times.
cool house.
So, Dilly, do you guys get kids at your house for Halloween?
Not a whole lot because my street's dead. It's a dead end into the
Oh,
back of
right.
the school, so it's kind of
Okay.
dark at night. So not a lot of folks. Plus, I'm right by St. Mary's, so they do a big like trunk or treat
Oh,
thing. So
right,
a lot
right,
of the neighborhood families will just go there.
What about you, buds? You guys get kids here?
No.
We don't get. We get a few kids, because we're in Midtown, but we actually have kids that like live a few doors down. So I think that's literally the.
You might get more because your neighbor this year really did up the front of
No,
his house.
you're probably right. I mean, we're not going to be there, but I was thinking about maybe asking my neighbor to put a bowl out. What do you guys think?
So one kid can
Yeah.
get all of it.
Right.
Well, maybe the little guy that lives next door, Grady, can have all of it.
Yeah. Him and baby Kerm.
Yeah. But yeah, so. do you
So
wanna-
yeah.
I just want to tell the sidekicks that if you guys have any fun Halloween stories, you can still write in. We can still read them next time.
Yeah, next week.
St.
So
Torment.
yeah, we're gonna be
Oh
in
yeah, or
Maui.
Sanctorum, or you know what's a good idea? Maybe post Halloween pictures of like maybe your favorite costume. We'll do that. We'll post some of our pictures on the Sanctorum.
And we'll be all over the IGs while we're gone.
Yeah, and so we wouldn't mind pictures of past years. We would love pictures of your guys' costumes this year
Yeah.
up on the Sanctorum, or tag us on Instagram.
Yeah, maybe we'll put up a poll. Dilly, do you have an old picture of you as a kid dressed up?
I don't think so.
Can you call your dad or mom?
Your Mimsies.
I can call, but they might not answer.
Because they're probably in Tahoe living it
What
up.
about one of your like 18 brothers or your sister? Do you think they have a picture?
It's a long shot. I'll try to get something. I'll try to.
Because
round
what I was
something
thinking
Yeah.
about might be kind of fun is
poll.
if we put a poll up and see who's
the cutest.
Yeah.
up. I do have the one where I scared the child off the front porch.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
send you that one where I have the real knife.
Yeah,
So
a real knife.
the sidekicks can.
I'll put up
check
my
that out.
skeleton buds, and then you pick something. Maybe
No,
your
I'm gonna have
cowboy
the-
outfit.
No, I'm going to have the,
Your Ninja Turd.
my Ninja Turtle.
You think the turd's gonna win?
Over your She-Ra? Yeah.
No, over my skeleton.
Oh, no, I thought we were doing as kids.
Well, we'll see.
Whatevs.
We shall see. Shan't we?
I shan't be talked to that way.
Shanty.
I should, but I shan't.
She sure she shed Sheila.
So, remember, guys, you guys can get the You can buy your tickets for the Hardly Heroes fan experience. Hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever.
Email.
Yeah, email, whatever. Let us know you're ready to buy a ticket. And
Also check out
the merch store.
the merch store. And also check us out on Podbean. Sorry.
Yeah, and become a patron.
At a brain fart.
Oh, we announced the new ones last week. So
Right.
make sure you guys sign up. It's the best way to support the shoe.
Yeah, if you guys love us at all, download us on Podbean, follow us, become a patron. It's only $2 or more a month to get the bonus episodes. And this month, we've already put out 3 bonus episodes.
Yeah, because you guys got to remember, for us, that's what helps us make this show grow and do more things and be able to do more stuff is the patron stuff.
Right. And also the thing I find is that we have so much fun on the bonus episodes
Yes.
that it's like you guys get more episodes, but we're also having a blast. So.
Yeah, and if more money starts rolling in, it's going to make us just want to do even more
Right.
bonus shoes.
Nailed it.
So
And where can they find us?
they can find us at Instagram at Hardly Heroes. They can find us at Facebook at Hardly Heroes.
Where
they can
else?
find us at Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
Number 1.
They can find us at hardlyheroes.com. You can email us directly at hardlyheroes@gmail.com. And you can also talk to us or any of our sidekicks on the Facebook Sidekick Sanctorums.
And just remember one thing.
Disclaimer, they don't know shit.
You guys have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye. Love you.